Hello, my name is FreeHappyDolphin and welcome back to Press Start series where we discover new games. Today we continue with new chess roguelike game Passant. If you haven't seen previous episodes, link to the playlist is in description down below, and now let's jump to the game. We played previously the stage 1, the setup 1. We got through it quite easily. Today I'm not going to play the first setup. Instead we are going to continue with the second, the last one, but is available on demo version. We're going to get through that one. We'll have some new badges, atomic badge, which makes your units explode when captured, yeah, Porn coin, I don't know how that could be useful. It demotes your units, and of course Icecon. Any of those we actually haven't tried, so that'll be interesting to get into. Also, starting position is quite interesting. Only 3 knights, no pawns in front of the king, so likely just encouraging some you know, terrorist behavior. Just go in with the knight, you go capture some pieces where they're really smushed together and expect to explode. I don't know, possibly works like this. Also, another note is that enemy second row to compensate becomes the third row. Well, I don't know, it's actually easier for us to get to their pieces and try to explode them. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Let's start a new game here, and we can still expand those knights, maybe attack from many directions. They just separate like this. Possibly later we will fill those spots with some pieces as well. It won't be as lonely, but right now we need to fight what we have. We won't skip rounds. There's some benefits for that, of course. Let's try to earn the most money. Yeah, let's go for the challenging one. So, okay, this is how it goes. Just pawns go closer, but all units explode when captured. So we need 1 knight here, and they should explode. Now I'm assuming it works like atomic chess, if you know that more than anything around it explodes, but maybe it doesn't work like this. We'll see. We'll see. Let's actually make our first move. Let's capture 1 pawn and let's see how they explode or not. Of course, if that's this one and it explodes like this, we leave with 1 pawn, which we also need to capture. Everything explodes, right? So we actually remain with 2 knights on opponent's side, and maybe let's play like this and let's see if we can capture this one. Yep, yeah, it does work like atomic chess. Just fun. Of course, we remain right now in equal position. Offers for me to do capture there. I don't know, I feel more material is good for us. It's easier to work with more material, not to get a draw. Though draw here, actually, the stalemate is a win for me. Okay, let's evade all captures. For now at least. Can make a check. Nice attacking moves. I like to fight in enemy's territory. It relieves your own mind. It's easier to attack than defend in chess, right? Actually, yeah, stalemate or free-fall repetition, that's what I meant, is a win for me. Though, yeah, it doesn't say about stalemate actually, but free-fall is good for me. So if he repeats, I'm gladly just taking a win here. I'm nothing to prove. There's, as far as I know, there's no any benefits for captured or non-captured pieces for your score and stuff. So let's just keep it like this. Okay, in the shop, Bishops can be promoted to Dragon Knights, okay. Rerolls in the cost shop only, in a shop cost only 1. Queen coin, money coin, select a piece to gain half its value in money, then pass your turn, free. So it works only on a greater than rook, right? Rook is 5, so if you buy it for free, you earn only 2 on rook. You need greater value pieces. With big investment, you can gain some money. It's interesting that you need to use those in the game, right? And you sacrifice the turn, so it's quite interesting. Now we have 11 money. I think rerolls are great to have. Badge, bishops. I don't know. I don't have many, and I don't know how many I will have now because everything explodes, and we're kind of in real sacrifice mode, like terrorists. I don't want to say it, but that's where we are put. In this position. We could sell this one and be you know, calm and easy, but we don't have pieces to play. We need to buy a lot. Do you have some normal chess game? And it's not a normal chess game, it's just a roguelike experience, right? So I feel like we're going to buy some pieces, but I don't know, but really pricey ones, since everything explodes, we lose it automatically. So it would be best to have cheapest pieces, but not pawns. I mean, effective but really cheap, like, you know, like drones we have right now in war. Well, again, really dark teams in this episode, but we'll make it brighter anyway. Like drones, they're cheap to make, and if you destroy something that's not as cheap, well, you automatically win in the long run, right? So with cheap stuff, you destroy expensive stuff and you win economically. So yeah, why to put $5 value piece into 3 pawns, or try to get really good hit on some more valuable piece while we can have this knight or this camel, actually, which is even better for us because it costs less but it has bigger range. So we will be able to target even more stuff without getting close. If with this badge, I think camel is well, it must cost like 4 at least, maybe not 5, because 5 is like princess is 5 because it has extra control over the squares, right? It's both knight and the bishop, so it would not make sense to give it 5. But this like would be maybe more balanced if we would have, like, you know, pieces but usually cost 3 or below 3 now cost like +1 or +2. But that's an idea, maybe it's balanced. Anyway, I like to get both of those knights and camels here, only one of each of course, but now we have 4 knights and 1 camel. I'd like to put it maybe in the center, since it has a big scope. We will see basically it's a knight by the movement, but it reaches like not this square and this one, but this and this. So basically it's expanded, so that's why it's better. If we don't have money for anything else, though queen coin is handy in some situations. I don't know why we need demote. Maybe it's actually connected to badge, but again, demote still means that you still lose it. You don't get really any value out of demoting, and you have less opportunity to capture. So it's really not connected to atomic badges, rather just, you know, getting for example knight or any other quick piece to the square on the 8th rank we would promote, and then using this pawn coin and promoting to queen makes sense. It takes a lot of turns. We need to get there, use this, right? And yeah, because you pass turn after using coin, only 3rd turn is when you get value. I mean, if you can do that successfully and not lose your side of the board, it is great, but it takes a lot of time, and you could even be attacked at the time when you place a piece on the 8th rank, right? Or on the 7th, it depends how do you, and well, what do you do then? We need some support. You cannot do any support, but because when you do support, you kind of need to convert, and if you do support, you ramp up more and more from your enemy side, and it's hard. I think it's hard to make it true, to make it work. So it's less valuable, but you know, it's high risk, high reward. If it happens, it's big big gains, but it's not usually what happens. Okay, but queen is something I like to have, just, you know, extra piece if something goes wrong. It has also excellent range and a lot of influence all of the squares. By the way, the value of pieces usually in chess is created or calculated by squares of what they can attack. For example, the knight, it can attack 8 squares. Bishop is a bit better usually and evaluated a bit more because it can reach more squares. So there's those evaluations doesn't come from anywhere. Again, we being presented with those layouts from enemy when pieces are scattered. There are no pawns on his side as well, so there's not a lot to trade. But of course, he doesn't have a lot of pieces, so we can even trade one by one and win, I think. So he goes with the bishop f4, baiting the capture of a camel. Well, camel cannot capture there. As we see, he has that wider scope. If we capture that, if that would be a knight and we would capture, we'd lose 3 pieces for 1. That would be not great, huh? Okay, let's keep attacking. Let's see. If we go here, we attack and kind of provoke him pushing, but still we cannot take because after taking here, we would lose 3 pieces for 2 and we would remain 2 against 1. So maybe let's still just expand. He has both dark square bishops, so putting pieces on the white squares is a good rule of thumb. Yeah, let's just go on. It's not a mistake, I believe. We protect our knight from the dark square bishop. Still nothing to capture. He really knows our badge, doesn't he? So keep moving around. Don't like to make moves without a plan, so we need to be careful of mate. Actually, we can protect it, of course, going here, for example, with camel. It still is in the scope. I don't like to get knights to corners, of course, and camels as well, I guess. Quite similar, because they lose that scope, that influence over the squares becoming less active, less useful. But I think it's like the only move almost, because if we go with this knight here, can't mate us. We need to protect. He goes with bishop, takes it. Also we have that bombing stuff, so we cannot really protect with the knight here because we would explode, right? Kind of would like to just protect it. He cannot take anyway. He would lose his 2 pieces. Let's go for this protection move. My pieces cannot be attacked on white squares from those 2 bishops. Only the rook would rotate here, right? I'm quite fine with this. At the same time, I would not like to have any pieces near the king in this mode and with this badge, because you can miss a take when you actually expecting him to like just trade equally, and well, if he takes, actually he explodes your king. So better rule of thumb until, you know, get used to this mode is to not leave any pieces near the king. Well, while it's on a white square, it's okay. So I'd like to force a trade somewhere where I don't lose pieces. Pretty basic, no? Can I capture the king, actually? Kings cannot take each other, but we can take other pieces, and if everything explodes, I cannot take the king. I cannot use the king, which I really like to do, especially in those situations when there's kind of like endgame, not a lot of pieces. So king is super valuable piece. Okay, what can we do? Let's start protecting with this. Just locking his pieces here, as any take here would benefit me. So just leave those there. Okay, let's see. Another connection there. Oh, I have a fork. I lose this knight as well, but I think it will be easier for me to play. I have a fork here, and now we will explode this part. Can we do anything else? I believe no. Okay, let's do this. So now I feel much better. Can I ask for trades? Of course it will not happen. He will just escape. Let's grab more activity. You can take it if you want. Gladly trade it. Actually, let's see if he trades. No. Okay, let's go with a check, and we will go like this. Kind of attacks, but it's really a bluff. You cannot take there. Trying to target this pawn now. Of course, it removes my knight as well, but let's do like this. Now we attack his bishop, and now we can take this. Of course, it's not the best move, maybe, but I mean, by value, this is less worth a piece. Which is a strange evaluation. If you remember, I talked about values of pieces. We usually are tied to squares piece can reach. Yeah, I feel it has more reach than a knight. I mean, squares are 8 and 8. I feel, well, if it can reach farther, it's definitely not 2 versus 3 situation where we have 2 value and 3 value. It's like 3-3 or maybe 4-3. So yeah, I don't know. I would evaluate it more. Now we need to catch his bishop with the fork. This could be a long game though. Without the capture, 18 turns is a win still, so I could just be going with knight moves and as he have easy life really. Just not lose any pieces, but it's fine. He cannot move my king as it's on a white square. I can just forget that I have a king and just move knights all day. Could even do this. Because turns are counting. Actually, if he repeats, I'm happy for it. Okay, how many more? 5 more? If he offers a capture, I will take it, since that will be a win anyway. Either take a king or take a bishop and it's a win again. Okay, 6 in. Was a long one, a bit weird for me really, but win is a win. So, free real estate. Your last 2 coin slots can now hold badges. Well, this is cool. No undos. I like it. I don't do undos anyway. Though I like bishops as well. Can I sell these guys? Yeah, for 2. And for 2. I think I won't use them. Freeze. And a pawn. I mean, pawns are not the best, but they're really good with atomic badge, right? Because anything that it's not a pawn and captures it is good for me. If pawn captures, only thing I need to worry about is, well, not having any pieces nearby. Yeah, so I think it's really good. Let's have 2 different bishops. And let's grab this skill. Badge. Okay, that's a boss. Boss badge. It's feature random, right? I guess so. Okay, we can capture this, get 2 pawns there. We have 2 dark square bishops again. Not good. Okay, let's provoke some moves. Actually, if I go here, it doesn't really achieve what I want. Since if I go here, it puts a pawn here. Yes, now I can take the bishop there and take 3 pawns out, but I will lose my knight since it will be here. Let's try this. Oh, I like trading. I really like trading. It did not hurt me first time. I love trading here. Even this now feels okay, since he doesn't have a lot of pieces. I'd like to protect my knight, since I cannot really do that with a knight, since everything will explode, I suppose. I never exploded my king, but yeah. I suppose. Also, camel is here, so actually I'm not giving up a knight there if I don't protect it, because camel actually goes there as expanded knight. Let's try to get his pawn moving. Grab some tempos and develop another knight. Let's get him. There's a big blast, but it's not great for him actually, since it's a win for me. It's a win for me because there's a lot of victory conditions. I think it will be changed by the time game releases. There's a lot of stability to do here, I think, because there's no repetitions, no free fall repetition. It's a win for you. If no captures, basically it's like 50 move rule, but there's like 20, I think. If no captures, it's a win. What else? Take all non-king pieces, it's a win. Plus 10 score also is a win, and checkmate, of course, is the only normal one. So after we take this pawn, we win, so we don't care how we trade. I'm really glad he traded that rook. Yeah, actually we can just go here and prevent that pawn, and this is fine since we take all the pieces of his. Okay, challenging level down again, and we earn 6 on the badge. Economy going here. Can grab some more things. Remove the king. Thank you for watching this press start episode of Passant. If you want to see more, go ahead and hit one of the playlists, and don't forget to hit the like button, as it not only helps but also lets me know that you want to see more of this kind of content. This was Free Happy Dolphin. See you soon.